There we are. We're back.
At the end of the half, there was a official review called by Gothenburg. What they were asking for was a skating out of bounds penalty to be issued on Grime at the end of the jam.
Okay.
Saying that after White 1-0 blocked a pink jammer out of bounds, they then also skated out of that, like took a step forward and then skated out of bounds to avoid that.
Okay.
The officials decided that that was not how it all went down. They do not retain the review. No penalty. It's the no call.
Okay.
Ah, man.
Oh.
My mic wasn't on.
That was the
All
most
right,
beautiful explanation of a penalty.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again.
Gothenburg was asking for a skating out of bound penalty on White 1-0. White 1-0 was found to have not skated out of bounds. There was contact made. He was not avoiding a hit, so therefore, no call stands. They do not retain the review.
Right. That was
There.
even better the second
That's
time.
I did it in ref voice. If I drop into ref voice, and it all comes out rule book.
Right, just out of interest. Oh no, returning to the track. So I just saw Tough come through on the front of our screen here, thinking perhaps Tough was not taking part in the second half, but is kicking up. So we are back to the action for this second half. Optimus Grime kicking things off for Glasgow men's roller derby. And yada yada with start in hand for Gothenburg Salty Seaman.
Grime approaching the pack, looking like he was going to take the outside line, decided to bust through the middle instead. We've got a multiplayer block going towards someone.
Not entirely sure. No one has left the track.
There we go. We've got a Glasgow. Everyone
there we
was bunched up in turn 4 there.
Looking
so.
at each other's like, what, you, me,
Right.
who? And it looks like it's Righteous who is sitting in the Sisu penalty box. And still with start in hand, yada yada, with one to beat, and it is T-Virus, your pivot for Glasgow men's. But yada yada is through, but taking a little bit of a time to put the star back on the helmet and coasting around the outside. And look who's prowling right behind.
And Grime tapping the hips and then immediately regretting the decision.
Was that a dope moment? Some lovely, lovely work there from Spaniel and Optimus Grime. If we're going to see it on this replay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's all right.
We'll
We're still this software was created by
64 quad bit. That is Quad is our
Yeah.
producer, technical wizard, and actually skater also for Tyne and Fear, who will be making an appearance tomorrow. So.
And making an appearance right now is No Modesty Blaze as lead jammer. First lead jammer for
First lead jammer in the second
this half.
Yep.
They didn't wait quite as long.
Screaming round and through that pack. And points on the board for Gotham. A lovely bit there of team offense. A little bit of blocker to blocker blocking. How many times can I use the word blocker in a sentence? Lovely work there. Putting points on the board for Gothenburg.
James IV sitting down for a cut track towards the end of that jam. So that means Gothenburg's going to go into the next one with the blocker advantage. And I'm going to be honest, I was so busy talking to the officials about that official review and some other officially type things that I forgot to look at the penalty counts.
Yeah, I must confess I ran for coffee and forgot to check the penalties.
It's
Really
okay.
sorry. Sorry, Internet. Sorry.
It's game 1.
Yeah. If someone takes the skates off, we'll assume that they have fouled out. Oh, and a massive crash on that outside, inside of turn 1 and 2.
So
and the person taking the penalty for that is number 221, block to Watson from Gothenburg.
Darthy Vader was coming through on the inside line. Watson threw his hip right into a Vader, took him out. Unfortunately, there seemed to have been a wheel out of bounds when it happened. No, I think it was actually a leg block sign now that I think about it. So they must have been thinking that it was the leg that did the work and not the hip.
Yeah.
Which from this angle we can't tell. We can only see the back.
I'm not sure if we got that on replay. If we do, we will share that with you again to have another look at it.
We're sorting out the replays. I'm sure our lovely producer Esther will tell us when things are back and up and running.
So that was a lead jam for Gothenburg, bringing their total up to 29, playing 170. Quite a not a modest gap between these two teams. But Gothenburg are getting the lead jams. Oh my goodness, where on earth did that come from? Kick-ass Kruston literally leapt across the apex in a jammer kind of style to try and be the last line of defense between Hugs and Kisses and lead jammer. But Hugs and Kisses was able to absorb that and is indeed your lead jammer and is now on a point scoring pass. But so also is Yada Yada. Oh, we just about thought he might have snuck through on the outside there and snuck a point, but it is just Hugs and Kisses.
Yada Yada tried coming in butt first to steal a point. Did not work. 1-0 on that. Appropriate jammer killing the... Wow, I lost all the words there.
Just
See?
1 point. That's all we need to worry about. Just the one.
This is why I usually just blow the whistles. You have a small selection of words that you have to use there.
And it is the sequel of the Battle of the Hair.
Yes.
It is grime.
And the beards.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got good
facial
beards
hair,
too.
the locks, like Samson for both of them. No Modesty and Optimus Grime. And it is
stepping around, dropping people back there.
lovely.
Yes.
So there's about half a track's distance between these two jammers. Oh my goodness me. Poleaxed, I think is the word to describe that maneuver.
Something we'll be seeing all weekend.
Yes.
And Grime is excellent at it. Blaze is excellent at it too, actually, is the shifting of the momentum when they are hit, using that and knowing how to turn their body to take advantage of that energy. We had Jaeger hit Grime, and Grime, who was already facing a different direction, just used that hit to spin around Jaeger. Jaeger wasn't expecting it to hit the deck. Grime kept going.
It's the balance, I think, which is so impressive at the speeds that they're going at and the intensity that they skate at. And two more jammers on track now. We have Pissed Off
Basharoo
and Basharoo, yeah.
did get knocked out of
Oh!
bounds, but not recycled back too much. Now, this time, though, Kritson says, I didn't get you the first time.
Kick-ass
Come
Crimson
here.
just all over this track. Really making life incredibly difficult for Basharoo. And Pissed Off with the star in hand with a tripod featuring Rosie Peacock, James the Fourth. And
Spaniel, who is now being sent off for a forearm.
And that seems to be Basharoo's kind of right-hand man in terms of offense. So that position is now being taken by Tough and by James the Fourth, offering a little bit of offense there to get Basharoo through, and it works.
Twice now, Pissed Off has gotten recycled back and sort of approaching this tripod, just shrugged like, I don't quite know what to do with this.
And Pissed Off again being recycled with a giant grin on his face. Rosie Peacock, the blocker and pivot for this jam.
White 4, James the Fourth going for a clockwise block.
And another recycled Peacock in control of Pissed Off. So blocker's now returning to track. So Spaniel is back on track.
Got a star past Blockter Watson. All right.
That jam was just full.
Full of derby.
Yes.
A lot of derby.
Lots of skating taking place in that jam. That was a great jam to watch. In terms of these blocker skills, I am so impressed with the Glasgow blocker skills.
That was the third star pass taken by Blockter Watson. The pivot's getting a little bit of jammer practice in this game in general.
But not really able to put any points on the board because the jammers are very observant and they have got this ability to be able to see in the front and the back.
Running through his Darth Vader.
Lovely.
Yada Yada still getting stymied there.
And Darth Vader with just amazing speed changes and gear changes and goes from looking like being quite casual like a stroll in the park and suddenly puts those burners on and races through.
Direction of gameplay, clockwise block, sending Ratchet to the box. It sent Darth Vader backwards. Vader did a nice little breakdance move, popped back up, went on through, scored more points. 4-0. So with the pivot taking the pass thing, something we've been seeing in Derby in general is you've got a pivot with the star on, run it.
Yeah.
You know, get those extra points, all of that. And we haven't been seeing that in this game.
No.
And I'm not sure what strategy Glasgow's playing so much as we don't want to get tired either.
I think so. I think we are playing. It is a long game. It isn't just about this one game. The winners of this game go on later on this afternoon to play Southern Discomfort. So I imagine you're going to want to save some juice for that.
And in the meantime, Rosie Peacock, who has the pivot on, they had a lovely push out of number 9 here, of Blaze, recycled Blaze back.
Hugs and kisses with a ballerina twirl there. Just about managing to hold it inbounds, and that is 5 points on the board, which now means that Glasgow men's roller derby has broken the double century. 206 points on the board at the beginning of this second half.
Blaze almost got out. 237 yet again, tough. Right at the edge of that engagement zone, was able to bump him out, recycle him all the way back to the back of the engagement zone.
And the two tripod walls, lovely in demonstration in how this works. And I can see No Modesty Blaze really throwing some absolutely enormous shoulders into this wall to try and crack it. No luck so far. The wall just continuing to absorb. No rotating, just holding firm. Stretching out a little bit now, though.
Yeah. Blockers beware with this. When you've got a really tight tripod like that, now Glasgow knows what they're dealing with Blaze. So by knocking him out of bounds to recycle back into an entire line, you are stretching yourself out and making yourself vulnerable. Glasgow was able to coalesce again into that tripod before Blaze could really make a move. But buyer beware. If you've got someone really locked down, knock them out of bounds, roll everyone back to the end of your zone. Or, like, drop one person and take that just like 2 people back. But really Glasgow's doing a great job of wearing down.
Yes. Wearing down and, oh my.
And taking people off skates.
And doing that. And then a second,
skates.
and then a third, and then a fourth.
You get a shoulder, and you get a shoulder, and you get a shoulder.
Please, can we have that? Please, let's have that back on a replay.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think Gothenburg will thank us very much, but even they have to just kind of say, okay, kudos. Grime, you got us on that one. But look, the Gothenburg wall reassembled, still trying to do something to stop this wall.
Titan almost had Grime there. He stopped him, stood him up.
Yeah.
And then Grime just readjusted his balance and went back down. Got Grime took out. Pissed off. Now recycled back.
And the Gothenburg wall resetting again. Ready for incoming.
We've got an entire tripod out of play in the back. And I don't know if they realize that all of them are able to go to the box for that. And I believe all of them just got issued penalties for blocking out of play.
So that penalty box again.
Just one I'm seeing report.
Yeah.
I did see Righteous Oxide make several hand signals and whistle several times. So we'll see how many end up there in the end. Just one?
Just the one, it appears.
Okay. I know one Gothenburg skater was asking very vehemently for a leg block. I think he still thinks that that's an out-of-play block.
Yeah, but no official reviews, no team reviews, nothing. So game continues. We resume business.
Basharoo out for lead. Rosie Peacock doing the sneaky, I'm recycling you back up. Almost got him on a cut.
And it was Yada Yada trying to build some momentum, but was taken out by Tough on the inside line. But again, racing through.
Peacock again. Just, they know. I live in Florida. Peacocks are more ferocious than you would think.
Is that true?
It really is. It really is. They look real pretty. Do not approach them. They're like geese.
They're like, oh, right, well,
And swans.
Yes,
Swans are another one.
Swans are just pure violence.
This is why Sleasier hates birds.
Is that really?
No, I don't know. but she does hate birds. I guess just because so many of them are very mean. Anyway.
It's deceptive, isn't it? They give us the illusion of being beautiful and graceful and then come around and
then they're geese.
Yeah, and then they're geese.
Darth Vader
Anyway.
doing the one hand out of bounds thing again.
Whoa!
Tiptoeing, picking up feet. Blaze going, I can do that too.
Yeah, anything you can do, he can do equally well. And we have Jammer racing and we have blockers collapsed in a heap on the track and helping each other out.
OPRs in the audience. And everyone's on the floor.
And Skimbles is bashing his drum. Everything is
Cats
as it
and
should
dogs
be.
living together. It's madness.
And the pack is racing, making
Probably
both of our jammers work.
I think that's the first time we've actually seen a fast pack.
Yeah.
For more than like 5 feet.
Could we please have some more of this? I am enjoying the racing.
Got a back block going to Dr. Watson needs to be careful there, Lucy.
I don't like it when they start fiddling with skates in the penalty box as well. It's always like,
yeah.
oh goodness, is that the end?
And I'm looking for for those NSOs in the crowd, you'll know that we do little hand signals when a player is sitting on a certain amount of penalties. However, all of the people are standing right in front of the penalty box. I was not able to see if Watson is on 5, 6, or 7.
Let's have a look. So it is hugs and kisses from Glasgow Men's as your lead jammer.
Hugs and kisses trying to put an end to the, I don't want to say scoring spree, but Gothenburg was able to put up points last jam for the first time in 4 jams.
Yep.
And Hugs and Kisses probably is saying no.
Not happening.
Not on my watch.
And so pissed off with Star in hand. Again, we have Crash, Test Barbie, we have James the Fourth, and we have Rosie Peacock. And look at this, straight out of the penalty box. We have Block to Watson in, offering some offense to try and make a way for Pissed Off to get through. And being the pivot as well, obviously can receive that star. So Block to Watson perhaps looking to do 2 jobs at the same time here. But the pack has been stretched right the way out. So now having to serve a term as a bridge to keep everyone in play. A lovely hit on the outside. A little bit of jammer on jammer there. Pissed Off. And Hugs and Kisses. Hugs and Kisses making that gesture like, am I going to call it? Yeah, I'm going to call.
Little high fives at the end there.
Yeah.
I think Pissed Off was probably also just happy for a little bit of break on track.
Yes.
It's always nice when you're like, all right, everyone's just going to breathe. We're not using our timeout. So this is...
I know.
This
Still
is me
no
improvising a
timeouts.
timeout. It is very... I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I'm really surprised that Gothenburg hasn't used any timeouts at this point.
Their fitness must be through the roof if they feel like they don't even need to take a timeout.
I wonder if part of them is like, let's just get it done. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. We're getting through this. We're on momentum. We've got lead jammer again. Yada Yada's doing his thing.
And it's Seek and Rollstroy for the second time on track with wearing street hockey boots. I've just noticed.
Yeah.
It's come straight off the ramps.
That was a nice combo platter by Blocker Watson and Crutzen.
Oh,
Again with Blocker Watson.
Seek and Rollstroy being held back by this Gothenburg wall, but the star is in hand. There is a pivot there. There was a bit of a fakey star pass there, but it is still in possession of Seek and Rollstroy, being tracked by that Gothenburg pivot. I think that is Block to Watson again. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong.
No, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yada Yada taking a break on the outside of the track.
Yeah, Blocker Watson, Milf, Crutzen, and number 5. What is his name? Titan. They're one of the packs, and so the 2 packs from Gothenburg, one seems to be very, I'm going to hit you, and now I'm going to hit you again.
Yes.
And you think I'm not going to hit you. And then some of them are subbing out. We've got Jaeger in this pack, who is another big dude that likes to hit people.
Yeah, this is physically a monster wall for Gothenburg.
Yeah.
Like just the physical size of these blockers.
It's interesting how you like different combination of blockers are
Sure.
very staccato hitty, and then other combinations are very I'm going to hold you and put you in a sad place.
Absolutely, and that's why roller derby is such a great sport. That no matter your body size, body type, there is a role you can play.
Great awareness from Gothenburg, stopping the recycle up once they finally got Blaze out. And Jaeger putting down Rue.
And Rue stayed there too. It was like,
like, you know what?
I'm done.
That's fine.
You can have that jam. That was a Gothenburg jam. So 52 points, playing 247. So the points aren't racking up quite as high as we've seen through the first half and the first half of the second half, if you get my maths.
I love that the blockers are giving their jammers some room to run.
Yeah.
Space can be very beneficial.
A jammer's dream. And that was a bit of a tongue twister there. We got it there. So we have Darth Vader. Very distinctive style. And there it is again, that dip that is uniquely his, it seems.
There are two moves that MRDA play seems to bring to the table with jammers at high-level tournaments like this. One is, I'm going to jump every corner.
Yep.
The other is, bloop, the little dip underneath.
The bean dip,
oh,
yeah.
God, it's so pretty.
I love it. I love it. So with star in hand, pissed off, with a lovely star pass on the inside line. So our new jammer is Rajuret.
Rajuret also having taken the star a handful of times throughout this game. Still not able to put up any points. But that's okay.
That's all right.
And I'm looking at our program
our
here.
schedule.
And it looks like our schedule.
Schedule.
Whenever I say anything that is slightly accented, people always laugh at me here. It's great.
I like it.
So winner goes on to play Southern Discomfort at 4, and unfortunately, the loser goes on to play again tonight at 8. So both teams will have a little nap, something to eat.
That is a bit of a tough roster, actually. That's a tough thing to do, to be the first game of the day.
We have our first jammer penalty of the game for Glasgow. Cut track. Gonna send hugs and kisses to the box. Yada yada. Picking up lead jammer.
And is taking his time to get around this track. So Gothenburg, with a power jam to them, have got they've caught a goat. They have caught a goat. There is a goat.
Yeah. Whiplash is very upset about it.
I know. A very angry goat.
However, what this means is that while they're dealing with one angry goat, 3 other angry Scots are dealing with yada yada. And as we said,
people.
birds don't take any noise.
No.
And Peacock is part of this pack.
And Hugs and Kisses penalty served is out and through, and I am feeling for yada yada right now. My goodness me. Coming in with a change of speed, so looking absolutely shattered, gathering to hit this pack again. And is that Hugs and Kisses for a second penalty? It certainly is.
Cut track.
Yeah. So a power start to Gothenburg. 57 playing 252. This is a massive opportunity for Gothenburg to put a dent in that differential. And the pleasure goes to No Modesty Blaze.
I always like seeing how teams deal with power starts, especially when they know they're going in with a full 30 seconds. Gothenburg originally they were holding on to each other. I'm like, I don't know what you're going to do with that.
So let's see. So we're going on a 2-2.
Looks like a little delayed offense. Send in some Mick Jaeger to get things going.
But there's one fight that they have not counted on, and that was Righteous. And Righteous got a shoulder in on No Modesty Blaze. I was saying, you are going nowhere. But No Modesty Blaze still pushing and pushing.
There we go. We got lead.
We got lead. It took a little while, but we got there. So it is lead jammer to No Modesty Blaze. We have Hugs and Kisses stood in the penalty box and is now returning to track. So now No Modesty with Jaeger offering offense and Peacock going back. No, I stand corrected. That is not Peacock.
Jaeger was offering offense, but Gothenburg saw him coming and just went bloop. Did not let him touch. Star pass. Yeah, Virus now has the star. Blaze decides he's just going to take the money and run.
Take it and go. So 4 points being put on the board. Not as many points, I think, as Gothenburg would have liked with a power start and a star pass. That was a huge opportunity for them to really rack some points and take advantage. The offense didn't really seem to work.
So they played sort of this drifty, we want to give you space, but we're not really attacking, but really not attacking.
It didn't feel committed, really.
Right. That's you either have to commit to the no fence or commit to the offense.
Yeah, and it was a little bit wishy-washy, which is a shame.
Which happens.
This does.
Learning experience. We've got another lead gem for a pistol.
Come on, Gothenburg. I would love to see Gothenburg break the century. They've got 5 minutes to do it, so it's going to take an effort. But, you know, pissed off he has had. He should be fairly warmed up by now. Has done plenty on this track.
Seek and Roll Stroy almost survived with one hand out.
And taken out again. Blocked to Watson. Making life really difficult for Seek and Roll Stroy.
Oh, now we've got Peacock with the star on.
Oh.
Rosie doesn't get a chance to
I wanted to see Rosie do a jam. We should start that as a hashtag. So that was 9 points. Oh, see, I think Gothenburg heard my call.
Yeah,
they heard my call. I want triple digits.
I think that was the biggest jam for Gothenburg.
Yes.
Though, because previously it was 8.
Highest scoring
I do remember the math sometimes.
Yes.
My producer's nodding at me very yes.
Approving.
Well done.
And I think we have a Gothenburg skater sitting in the stands. So that looks, is that Block to Watson?
I can't see the number. I will look in a second.
Okay.
We've got, because Block to Watson has the star in his hand right now.
So it can't be.
And is out of play.
Unless there is a clone.
Yeah. We've got penalty being levied against 626 for that hit. That's Righteous going to sit down in the box. Grimes circling back around for Grimes' second scoring pass. Ratchet just lowering his shoulder into Grime, trying to give as much
and we have a down.
Possible.
Yeah, there we go.
We do have a down skater. Forearm going somewhere. Grime took the dangerous route on that one and stepped over the down skater.
But it was safe. It was okay.
I mean, it wasn't safe, but it was okay.
But it was okay.
Right.
It's not right, but it's okay. And with one to be, well, he had a try. And Grime is through. And I stand corrected, the skater who has fouled out is Mick Jaeger.
I was going to guess it was Jaeger.
Yeah. So Grime seems to be rested in this second half, perhaps.
Yeah, they've been using Seek and Roll Stroy.
Yeah.
A handful of times, and they probably just said like, go get your legs.
Yeah,
warm.
yeah, absolutely.
Go do some stuff.
Absolutely, give Seek and Roll Stroy a chance to jam in this game.
You know what would have been lovely, which I've seen them do, Glasgow. It was either Glasgow or Team Scotland. They sent him out to block. Occasionally.
Oh, really?
They pulled a testosterone with him, who is his Canadian doppelganger, so to speak. They're just like, just go.
Just go. Just have a try.
A little bit.
Have a try.
And I mean, like with most talented jammers, you will find that they go pretty well into blocking pretty easily because they know what jammers think. So.
Well, just last weekend at Champs, we saw Bunny Thunders taking a turn as a blocker. So I think being adaptable and being able to assume a number of roles is a great asset to have.
Pissed Off is lead jammer. We've got Rue not too far behind.
Bashiru right there, sneaking through. So Pissed Off calling off the jam, but I think that Bashiru was able to sneak some points on the board also. Let's have a little look. So 4 points to Gothenburg.
Let's see if any were stolen.
I thought he stole it, but I could have sworn there was a sneaky point there, but maybe not. So it is.
Oh my gosh, do we have a timeout?
Surely not.
Surely not.
Surely not. What are these timeouts we speak of?
5 points. Sneaky jammer lap point. And, okay.
Oh.
No,
Nope.
The pack was moving pretty good. It was hard to tell, especially because they were on that opposite
Yeah,
quarter.
they're over in our
Hard to
blind
tell
spot.
who actually was passed or was not passed. We've got I Don't Care Bear and Very Cherry getting the crowd hyped up. And we've got Macarena happening from Glasgow.
Up. Oh, it's lovely to see the skaters taking part in the chants as well. Very nice.
All right. so
Okay.
we've got under 2 minutes left.
We're nearly done. First
Nearly
game.
done.
I know. What a great game to start and open up the mech
Next game's going to be Helsinki Coast Quads
versus.
Mad Rider.
Yeah.
Again, 2 more question marks.
There is coming on later on today as well. We have the Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder, the Mighty Ducks, taking on Mannequin Beast. That is a game that has been
Quack,
anticipated by a lot of people.
Yes.
And then we will see our hosts later on this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Tyne and Fear will be taking on Barrow Inferno. So that's a bit of a local derby,
A
actually.
little bit.
So each side of the Pennines, these two teams know each other very well. So we'll look forward to seeing that. And then after those games, that's when everyone has then played each other. And then we introduce Southern Discomfort and New World Order later on in the afternoon. So you really don't want to be going anywhere.
I just realized that we are starting on a power start.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Oh, we
I
are?
see Rue sitting in the box there. I did not see any hand signals flying up. They must have just casually told him at the end of last jam. So that means we've got Yada Yada as lead jammer.
We do. And I saw Nilf put a shoulder into number 7. I'm looking for the number. Can't find number 7. It was dead Sheeran.
Yes.
Ouch. Is all I'm saying about that. So we now have Basharoo out of the penalty box. That penalty has been served. We are into the last minute of time on the clock. 78 points for Yada Yada as lead jammer. Are we going to get some more points on the board for Gothenburg? Can they break that century mark?
I'm wondering if they're going to run. No, of course they're not.
Oh, no.
Yada Yada's like, I'm not doing this for another 40 seconds. Someone else
To
can
be,
have a try.
to be fair, Yada Yada has, he's done a fair bit of jamming in this game.
They all have. 3 jammer rotations are no joke.
Harsh, really harsh. So potentially this is our last jam of the game, 81 points. So we've got 3 points on the board there from Yada Yada.
Had a little cuddle time with Roger Ed and and James the Fourth there for a second on the line. I wasn't sure how that was going to go down.
Okay, so the scoreboard was saying Optimus Grime is jamming, and if my eyes not deceive me, it is not.
Right.
Grime, it is Seek and Rollstroy with those very distinctive hockey boots. Lovely little
Virus coming in with a little bit of offense.
Yeah. Lovely little bit of offense. It's a 4D here. Having to bridge back a little bit now and taking onto the inside.
Forearm penalty. Going to send number 61, Crutzen, to the penalty box. Lead jammer, Seek and Rollstroy, his first lead
First
jammer
of the game. Yeah. And the Glasgow bench very pleased to see that happen. And we have another pile up in that apex. Rollstroy with points on the board being chased down by Nilf. And I'm not entirely sure whether Nilf took himself out there a little bit.
Rosie Peacock left the track. 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5 blockers on the track with Rosie. Rosie realized what was up and kind of went, I'm just going to quietly remove myself.
Just really keen to be on track for the final jam of the game. It's
Fine.
understandable, yeah. So we have had a successful star pass. It is now Rajuret, who is your jammer for Gothenburg in the dying moments of this game. Get that star on your head, or no points will be scored. But unfortunately, isn't even able to get to that pack and put some points on. So the unofficial score, we're just totting up the last of those points there. So Seek and Rollstroy putting some points on the board for Glasgow. Presently stands at 293. A 12-point jam there for Seek and Rollstroy for his first lead jam of the game. 81 to the Gothenburg Salty Seaman. And the Glasgow supporters who came in nice and early this morning, an 8 o'clock start time, ouch, have not been disappointed.
Waiting for that final swoopy whistle.
There it is.
There it is. All right, with the score of 293 to 81, Glasgow conquers. And we'll move on to the reward
to play
Southern Discomfort.
Oh, my word.
So Southern Discomfort and New Wheeled Order, as well as Tyne and Fear and Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder, all recently came back from MRDA champs in Salem, Oregon. All of them, except for Southern Discomfort, ending at least where they started or higher.
Yes.
And actually, it was lovely for me, being a fan of Euro Derby, hearing some of the Americans go, oh, I suppose they are supposed to be here. Southern Discomfort coming in, wanting to win a medal, and they're definitely going to work their arses.
It's coming, isn't it? It's coming. It's building. I think every year, European Roller Derby is making its mark.
And I know New Wheeled Order wants to maybe try to unseat them as
absolutely
kings of the island. So
absolutely, and I think it's really great that we have these teams of all such a high level, because they push each other on.
Yeah.
And I think it's been for a long time. It's been Southern Discomfort out there by themselves, being the kind of the path makers, and now Lincolnshire have had an amazing season.
Yeah.
Tyne and Fear have always been incredibly strong.
Mannequin Beasts we have no idea what we're going to see from them this week.
They are a mystery.
I'm really excited. So Glasgow goes on to Southern Discomfort. Gothenburg, Salty Seaman won't probably de-gear and then watch this next game, because they will play the loser of the game coming up, Helsinki Coast Quads versus the Mad Riders from Germany, I believe.
Germany, Spain, Europe,
Spain.
Yeah, Spain. It's okay. It's early, right? We have done
Madrid.
the first shift of the day. Madrid, yes.
I'm American.
Germany's on the board. It's fine.
We're known for our lack of geography.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So some absolutely outstanding performances there for the first game of the day of Mech, but it is a long weekend ahead. I really hope that you stay with us and stay on this live feed. Share this live feed with everybody. Make sure that everyone's getting a chance to watch.
All right.
Top quality European
we are
roller
actually
derby.
going to throw this down to an interview then. One of us will be on the floor in a second, and we will see you then.
See you later.